The second annual memorial services for the tsunami victims, held in Khao Lak of Phang Nga province, began with a simple but poignant morning service beside the police boat Tor 813, which was washed ashore about 2 kilometers inland from Bang Niang beach, where it was on patrol duty. Approximately 4,000 Thais and foreigners lost their lives in Phang Nga, including many tourists staying in Khao Lak, which had become very popular especially during that peak week of Christmas and New Year, 2 years ago. So it was fitting that the memorial service was held here at exactly the same time of the morning that the tsunami waves hit the Khao Lak beaches, and where so many tourists have returned every day to see the symbolic boat in the middle of a field, a sign of the power of nature that fateful day. Saktip Krairut, the permanent secretary to the Ministry of Tourism and Sports, led the service, while relatives and friends of some of the victims, with tourists, residents and students, lined up to lay flowers on the stage, while a traditional Thai band played soulful music. For some, it was an emotional moment bringing back awful memories, while for others, it was a release of love and respect that they will perhaps make every year at this time. There are plans to develop the area around the boat into a permanent memorial museum or educational site in a simple style. The plans for a bigger memorial site nearby in the Khao Lak Lamru National Park, entitled Mountains of Remembrance, designed by a winning Spanish team in an international contest, are now on hold pending approval for an environmental impact assessment. Just up the coast at Ban Nam Kem, a local fishing village where many hundreds of Thais and Burmese lost their lives on 26th of December 2004, there was another simple memorial service that took place at the same time in the morning at the beachside memorial park overlooking the channel where the colourful fishing boats head out to sea. 2 years ago, many of those boats crashed back onto the small houses, with devastating damage to lives, careers and property. In the meantime, the Royal Thai Army built a fitting sculpture in the shape of tsunami wave walls, inscribed with the names of many families and unidentified victims, including foreign visitors. Countless foreign volunteers have helped rebuild and assist the poor victims here. Kunying Tipawadi Meksuwan, Minister to the Office of Prime Minister, and the Governor of Phang Nga, Vinay Purpradit, led the simple service. In the afternoon, another memorial and opening service was held at Bang Murang Cemetery near Ban Nam Kem for the remaining unidentified bodies from the tsunami. Several ambassadors and representatives of foreign countries attended this service. In the evening, the Phang Nga memorial services culminated in the main ceremony, organized by the Thai government at Chong Pha Beach, near La Flora and other hotels, in a coconut grove right beside the sandy beach. It was a picturesque sight, overlooking the beautiful Andaman Sea, as a deep orange sun set over the horizon, with 2 Royal Thai Navy ships on guard again, just like 2 years ago. But this time the sea was so tranquil, as many relatives or friends of victims, volunteers, residents, tourists, officials and diplomatic dignitaries gathered for the service. It began with religious rites for Buddhists, Christian Catholics and Protestants, Muslims,
Each
Sikhs
one
and Hindus.
represents a victim.
Then Her Royal Highness Princess Ubon Ratana arrived to preside over the ceremony, and an exhibition on the life of her beloved son, Kun Bum Jensen, who sadly lost his life in the tsunami, and about the setup of the Kun Pum Foundation for Autistic Children, established in January 2005 after the tsunami disaster, with Her Royal Highness as founder. After Kunying Tipawadi gave an opening speech, Her Royal Highness spoke in an emotional tribute to her son and all the lost loved ones who the tsunami took away.
ขอให้มีเพียงความทรงจำที่ดีสำหรับคนที่เรารักและได้จากไปซึ่งก็คงเหมือนปีที่แล้วที่อยากให้น้องพุ่มเป็นคนหนึ่งในบุคคลอันเป็นที่รักและในความทรงจำของทุกคนด้วยชั่วนิรันดร์ ไม่ว่าในยามใดเราคนไทยต่างต้องเป็นกำลังใจให้กันและกันวันนี้ก็มาเป็นกำลังใจให้กับทุกคนเพราะกำลังใจของคนไทยที่มีให้แก่กันเป็นสิ่งสำคัญและมีค่ามากเราจะไม่ทอดทิ้งกัน
Nathan Oman, a Thai Nepalese boy who nearly lost his life, also gave a speech, while a Thai student, Onchonok Natalie, who lost her father in the tsunami, read a Thai poem, and Kunying Jamnong Sri Rataning read her own English poem.
Oh, how close lies life and laughter to loss, separation, and death. But it was not destruction nor death that won the day. It was generosity and love. It was not tragedy nor despair that prevailed, but the human courage that shone more golden than the golden sun, and the human heart far deeper than all the waters of the world.
After a 1-minute silence was observed, the princess began the lighting of candles and the release into the sky of the first of 5,395 lanterns, representing all the tsunami victims in Thailand, to release the pain and sorrow of their families and friends below, and send everyone's wish for the souls of the departed, a wish for a peaceful and beautiful journey.
2 years ago. In fact, 5,395 floating lanterns